this idea of how prices pull together a bunch of information, aggregate information, can be seen really clearly in a couple of different markets. So the first type of market that I've got here is a prediction market. When we're looking at some sort of uncertain event, we can form a market where people will bet effectively about whether some outcome is going to occur or not. And then the wisdom of the market will come through based on how many people think that thing's going to happen and hence bet on it, how many people think it's not going to happen and hence bet against it. We can see an example of this with political markets. So perhaps you've heard of the company Betfair. I've got a little screenshot here on, let's see, August 13th, 2023 as I'm recording this, about the upcoming presidential election in 2024 and how much people are betting on this. We've got about $6 million that people have already bet in this market, and it's likely to go up as time goes on. But what they're doing is they're betting on who's going to win. If you think that Joe Biden's likely to win, you can bet money on him. And at the moment, you stand to win $2.80 if Joe Biden wins for every dollar that you've bet. For Donald Trump, you can do the same thing. You could bet on Donald Trump to win in 2024, and now you would gain $1. You would gain $3.60 for every dollar that you're betting. As people believe that one of these candidates becomes more likely to win, let's say we get some news that is bad for Joe Biden's re-election prospects, what we would find is that people would stop buying stop paying $1 for this $2.80 gain if Joe Biden did happen to win, and they'd require a higher price. At the same time, the price for Donald Trump or whoever is the alternative would go down. So as people change who they're willing to bet on, these prices change. What economists can do is we can look at a market like this and say, hey, we now know who's the favorite to win. We now know that people who are betting on this market believe that Joe Biden's likely to win, and we can rely on this as a prediction, because if in fact Donald Trump was more likely to win, we would see people betting on Trump driving that price down so that the return to betting on Donald Trump would be lower.